Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Farmstead, joined by
Tobias, Major of Macros.
Yes, and today we're checking out a beer that you guys got at as an exclusive for the Mikkeller Wild Ale celebration. That
Exclusive!
in big quotation marks, because it ended up apparently by mistake being sold to some web shops around Europe, sold at 200 crowns less of price than at the festival.
And it was marketed on the festival as being a festival exclusive release. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a huge shame that happened.
Yeah.
And
now
we're correcting it.
Yeah. And also we've
this was actually priced as, beer trading values almost. At 450 Danish crowns is like what, $80?
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe a bit less.
$70, $80, yeah.
$100 is around 650.
Yeah.
So it's very close.
Yeah.
650 Danish crowns. So it's very close. I don't know, what price you price this, but it's very high. It's almost as what Toppling is doing right now with their prices, which is quite nuts. But that's at least very exclusive. You can only buy it at their facility with no proxies.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to try it anyways.
Yeah,
a lot of people say
sure.
it was really good.
Yeah.
And this is the Warpigs and Hill Farmstead to will one thing. Basically, the idea with this is that Sean Hill was in Denmark and he got to brew on the Warpig system and do his magic. Working with Copenhagen as well, doing, Hill Farmstead style saisons, or a Hill Farmstead style saison, or Farmhouse Ale. And what he ended up doing was to will one thing, which is a 6.5%, right? Yeah. Farmhouse Ale, aged in white wine barrels for 18 months, and it's brewed with water, oats, wheat, buckwheat, and hops. Brewed in May 2016, bottled November 2017, and released last year.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane as well that they've
4 years
kept this for so long.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing though as well, like this is a regular Warpigs bottle, and this is a sticker that's been put on the front.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this has just been sitting at their facility for, I don't know how long. And Brett talked about something. The deal with it was that it couldn't be released until the next time Sean was in Denmark.
He had to approve it.
He had to prove it as, I'll prove that this is something I did before they could release it.
That's what I heard at the festival.
And that's why it's not been released, until now, which is also, that's a long time for beer to just sit. And it's a lot of technically lost revenue, really. Yeah. But, I don't want to get too much into the politics of it, except that I think it's quite a shame that release happened on a huge, European scale, much cheaper. I think everyone who went to, I'd imagine, because you did go to the festival and bought this, I think most people who bought it at the festival felt cheated afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm hoping it's going to be a great beer. Usually everything that Sean Hill touches is pretty fantastic. And I love his Farmhouse Ales, so we'll see how to will one thing is. And also fun thing, this traded for crazy stuff in the beginning. And then that happened as well, and there's trade value. And you can still buy this. You can still buy it on the Mikkeller web shop. Is it Warpigs web shop?
I'm not sure if you still can, but you could on the Mikkeller web shop.
Yeah, for quite a while.
For a long time.
I think actually I found it in Mikkeller Stash. I'm not sure, but it's been on there for a long time. It looks great in the glass. We didn't disturb the sediment this time as we did with the Bucke beer. The Bucke Rider, what was it called? Sommerhof. So we got some crystal clear looking saison. All the yeast is in the bottom. It looks like a glass of Pilsner. It's straw yellow. It's effervescent. It's got a white head. It looks really nice. So let's check out the aroma. It smells really nice. It smells
very
a lot like
winey.
it smells a lot like something like Hill Farmstead Arthur or Dorothy or something like that. Or maybe even, I think Dot, which was one of the first I ever tried, was white wine barrel aged too. Super dry.
Barrel.
Yeah. Loads of dry, kind of like Chardonnay-esque.
Dusty wooden barrel.
Yeah.
White wine wooden barrel.
Yeah, super dusty, and really, it's got a good amount of musty funk. I'm also getting really bright stone fruit, almost like white peach or something like that.
Yeah, I can see what you're getting at. I mean, it's almost it almost smells a bit dry hopped.
Yeah, but I think he does. He put a lot of hops in a lot of the saisons at Hill Farmstead. a few of them. Like I think Arthur's dry hopped, isn't it?
Oh,
With a classic hop or something. I'm not entirely sure.
but none of
My
those-
expertise of Hills Farms is not crazy because I've not had a lot. It's not something I've had a good amount. But
I don't think Arthur, Anna, and those they aren't barrel aged.
no. That's true. That's like straight saison. But I think they're dry hops. Isn't Arthur dry hopped?
Yeah, they are. At least Anna, I think, is dry hopped, and probably Arthur too. Yes, Arthur is dry hopped. There are all kinds of variants with Cascade,
Yeah.
Citra, and
It just says something, unfiltered, naturally carbonated, but American European hops. I think at least some of this is on the dry hop. Again, don't hold us up on it, but it smells really, really nice. It smells like really rustic saison, nice breadiness, doughy breadiness. But to be honest, there is vibes on this that reminds me of what was it called? The lager-based farmhouse ale they did at Bauhaven.
Oh,
What was it called?
Ensenada.
Ensenada.
Yeah.
There's almost the same kind of malt backbone and like just a lightness to it, like super, almost like, I don't want to say clean because it's not clean beer, but it has that same light vibrancy as that one had because it was a lager based base. But it smells really good.
Try and taste it.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Good.
Man,
Ooh.
you can drink a lot of that.
Shit.
It also has
Wow.
quite
Yeah.
a lot more flavor than you expect.
God
It's
damn.
really popping. Super effervescent.
It's much sweeter and much more juicy than I expected.
It's like really juicy white grape and gooseberry
And peach.
and peach, white peach.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's very much like drinking a Hill Farmstead saison.
I actually thought this would be drier and more dusty than it is. It's very, very juicy.
Very bright and elegant.
Yeah.
To be honest, I know you can't really compare the Bucket Rider beer to this, but I wish actually the Bucket Rider beer or the Lambic, had a kind of level of complexity as this. I feel like this is maybe a bit more complex, but again, that would also probably be because time is a big factor in this because this has been sitting a long time in the bottle. Because this has a really nice musty cellar funk, but also super fresh, like farmyardy vibes. Like just walking into a farm and fields of hay and like that hay, almost like crackery and breadiness. This is really, really good saison, and it's so sluggable. You can really drink a lot of this. It's
Immensely balanced.
so
That's
drinkable.
absolutely crazy.
But it's way too expensive to have as a session beer.
Yeah, for sure.
This is such a great session beer. Really great wine character, like that tart white grape and it's almost like hints of passion fruit or something. And it's like super snappy too, both in carbonation but also tartness.
Yeah. And it has it has like a slightly underripe peach like sourness to it. For me.
Yeah, like you bite into a peach that's still it's quite hard just before it goes right. Again, like white peach-esque flavor. It's also a little bit grassy and a little bit peppery, but the wine barrel really shines on it.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Maybe like a Riesling, like a sweeter white wine.
Yeah, but I also feel like it has a bit of dryness to it, but that could also be the bugs and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know what barrels they use. I'm
Yeah,
also
I
not a
don't know
big aficionado of white wines.
No,
I don't know
I
too
wouldn't
much.
call myself that either, but that's
Or
just
wine in general. I
the
like a
hints
good
I'm
glass of
getting.
wine. Yeah. I don't know if Riesling is usually sweeter, right?
I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And Chardonnay is dry,
It's
but it can
very-
also be sweet and fruity, right?
Yeah, but Chardonnay is very dependent on where you grow it.
Yeah, okay. I had some Chardonnay from France with some wine sommeliers, and they were talking very specifically about like a buttery note, which was pretty interesting. And it was a specific type of fermentation. They called it something's fermentation. I was like, has it something to do with diacetyl? And they didn't know. Because I was like, diacetyl in beer is like that butter compound. It might be that because it tastes like buttered popcorn just a little bit. I don't know if I like it, but it's pretty fun. But otherwise, it was a really great white wine. Very expensive. Conquist something, Montage. I don't know. It was some kind of French Chardonnay that was like 550 crowns a bottle or something like that. No, 850 crowns a bottle. It was silly, but...
Yeah, give me a half a year and then I can tell you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with your new job.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a wine aficionado.
Sometime soon, but only from the programmatic side.
This is a world class saison though. There's a bit of
for
honey,
sure,
honey
for sure.
vibes. There's some floral notes to it as well. Really nice, like rustic breadiness to it, like almost like a sourdough or something like that. Really fucking great. World class.
Sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World class saison. I think I'll give it around the same as the bucket, like a 96, but a 96 plus, because I think I prefer this over that one just a little bit in terms of the funk. I would love the combination of the two because I love the fruity, crazy fruit intensity of the Bucket Rider Sommerhof, but I love the depth of like just complexity this has, especially considering there's nothing in there. It's just beer and thyme and barrels and bugs. Fucking great.
Yeah, I agree. It's world class, but I'm gonna add a couple of strafpoint
Yeah.
on this release. Yeah, I don't know what the English word for that is. Punishment
Just
points. Yeah, punishment points. So I'm gonna give it
a few penalties.
Penalty points. So I'm gonna give it 94.
Yeah, just because of the whole story with it. Okay.
Yeah.
I still think it definitely merits a 96.
Yeah.
I think this should be easy to get. Still, especially now that it turned out there was a lot more of it. So I'd say definitely try and get some because if you love saison, this is world
If you
class.
like the exclusive Hill Farmstead releases.
Yeah, and it's like
This is
bone
absolutely
dry
great.
and like just it's almost like drinking a combination of beer and like some kind of dry sparkling wine, white wine type thing, because it has like so much dryness and effervescence too. It's like super really carbonated and a big impact too. Very good, very good. Awesome that you guys shared it with me. Thanks for that. So
You're welcome.
if you guys had a chance to try Warpigs and Sean Hill or Hill Farmstead's Two Will One Thing, let us know what you thought of it. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, worth the stuff for sure. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and ring the bell for future notifications about videos and more on site. Cheers and delicious saison. And see you guys in the beer review.